Gatchalian to give us the highlights of the amendments. Mr. President, we're in the period of amendments. We're still in the
We're
period of
still in the
amendments.
period of individual, period of amendments. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, Chairman of the Committee on Finance, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Majority Leader. The Bills and Index Service has distributed electronic copies of the General Summary of House Bill Number 4058 as amended via email to the offices of the senators. With the consent of the body, I move that the General Summary be accepted as the amendments to House Bill Number 4058 and accordingly that we close the period of amendments on the measure using the said General Summary as our basis. The complete details, including the line-by-line amendments and all pertinent attachments, will be made available on Saturday, December 6, prior to the approval on third reading of the fiscal year 2026 General Appropriations Bill. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objections? Senator, the Minority Leader, Senator Alan Cayetano.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and dear colleagues. Thank you for being here today. Question lang po, ano po yung motion na December 6? May I clarify lang, Mr. President, what the motion is?
Mr. President, the motion, sorry, Mr. President, let me just,
Before we make a motion, may we know what the motion is?
the motion that the General Summary be accepted as the amendments to House Bill Number 4056, Mr. President. 4058.
Before that, Mr. President, just because our clean copy is actually a summary, but the summary we were expecting ay kasama yung programs, hindi lang numbers. May we ask some questions and be clarified before that? Or if we pass that motion, can we still make amendments? What's the preference, Mr. President? Should we ask first or pass this motion?
Well, Mr. President, we can receive questions, Mr. President.
So if that's the case, Mr. President, can I ask some clarificatory questions?
Yes, you may. Go ahead. There is a pending motion, so you can avail of the period of interpellation on that particular motion.
Let me start with the premise. The premise is that it's extraordinary times through a series of events, both natural and supernatural, na expose ang massive graft and corruption basically in flood control, but we are all aware that it happens in different departments and even sa collection pa lang ng taxes, no? Ang highlight ngayon, thank you also to Senator JV and Senator Erwin yung sa BIR, no? So given that, we have an extraordinary opportunity for a game changer budget. So, premise number one. Premise number two, may vision. And yung budget ang popondo sa plano para ma-attain ang vision, no? So for example, Mr. President, in all our interpellations, people agreed on three things. Masyadong nagsisiksikan sa highly urbanized. Nag-agree po tayo na ang baha, traffic, etc. ay lalong sasama kung panay sa highly urbanized. Nag-agree din po lahat na ang trend ay mas mabuti kaso sa padagdag ng highways, especially in Calabarzon, Metro Manila, and Region 3, while we neglect the rest of the country. So, question, did we put funding, 5-10 billion for the Mindanao Railway?
Well, Mr. President,
Mr. President, yes, with the permission of our minority floor leader
Go ahead,
and
Majority
the
Leader.
sponsor, maybe we should act on the motion first. And after the motion is acted upon and voted upon, the good minority floor leader could ask the questions. If it's all right with the minority floor leader.
Yes, whatever the pleasure of the majority. For as long as, Mr. President, if there are certain changes acceptable to the chairman, we can still make it.
Yes.
Yes, we're not approving it on,
Yes.
with this motion, we're not approving anything on second reading.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I
Yeah.
would like to further continue with the motion, Mr. President, if we can.
All right. What we are facing now in the motion is for us to make this the basis
Yes,
of the
Mr.
second reading. All right. Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, we did not
Yeah, you
object
continue.
at this time because the chairman informed us that tumatagal yung line by line. But with your patience, we just want to ask a few questions and see whether acceptable na ito because we did pass concurrent resolution number 4 na kung saan lahat tayo nagsabi na dapat totally transparent. So sa aking pagkaintindi, pag sinabing transparent, pag nakita ng media at ng ating mga kababayan itong committee report, alam nila kung anong laman at hindi. Having said that, between complete transparency and a reenacted budget, parehong may tama sa ating bansa. And to be fair to the chairman, he has promised us that Saturday,
Yeah.
lalabas yung line by line and before the third reading nandun.
Yes.
But please understand na hindi kami komportabling bumoto today based on this if we're not able to clarify kung ano talaga yung mga laman. But I'd like to put on record that even informally, meaning not here, whether it's in the lounge, in my office, in his office, Senator Win has been totally transparent of what is in what are the changes and what are the committee report. Wala tayong tanong doon, no? Even sa majority, we had a instant caucus yesterday for some tricky issues and I appreciate the conversation. But in the spirit of true transparency and because I am inspired today because Senator Lito Lapid is focused and intently listening to me. So when that happens, I would like to really do my best. Thank you, Senator Lapid, for being here today and focusing on that. Actually, ang questions ko, Senator Lapid, nasa Region 3 din. So, Mr. Chairman, 2 questions lang sa trains. Yung Mindanao Railway, but because I'm reminded, because Senator Lapid is here, naglagay din ba tayo ng pondo sa Clark Subic? Because ang sinabi ng DOTR, hinalo pa nila yung Clark Subic train sa Central Luzon papuntang Southern Luzon. Eh kung hihintayin mo pa yon, tatagal pa ng husto. But in those 2 instances, they agreed that if we put a little bit of money, they can start the program, especially sa Mindanao Railway because kumpleto na yon. Nagka-problema lang sa funding with the Chinese concessional loans, no?
Doon sa information ho namin during the budget briefing and also yung mga briefings before, apparently nag-withdraw ang DOTR doon sa Chinese ODA because of delay and also wala nang interest for both parties to pursue it. But in the 2025 budget, under the unprogrammed funds, meron silang inallocate under the program funds, may na-allocate na 200 million pesos. And ito yung ginagamit nila for preliminary works. In
Yes.
fact, may nakita ko sa news na meron na silang mga parcellary surveying, so ginagamit nila ito. For 2026, wala po dahil walang loan na request.
Yes. But Mr. President, that's why we have interpellations, di ba? So ang hindi naging proactive, ni hindi naging reactive ang DOTR doon. Parang sa kanila, hintayin natin yung loans. Ballpark lang, no? Magkano ang total cost ng subway sa Metro Manila?
Okay. Sorry, may dagdag lang po ako as minority leader. Sa 2026, merong 1 billion for the Mindanao Railway under GOP counterpart. Ang wala lang doon yung loan. So they're expecting hopefully na magkaroon ng loan in the next few.
I'll
for
not
next year,
belabor the point,
2026.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, but just to give you a apples to apples comparison, magkano po in general yung ballpark figure ng ating Metro Manila subway? It's about 500 billion ba?
Alam ko mga ano ho yan, mga, if my memory serves me correctly, mga 400, parang 400 billion dollars.
So-
$400 billion. Sorry, $4 billion.
$4 billion.
Yeah.
So mga 200 billion,
Billion pesos. Yeah,
Okay.
more or less. Mga
Sa phase 1 ng Mindanao Railway, it's 100B. And they said that if they get 10B, they can hit the ground running. So what is 10B compared to the 6.7 trillion at meron tayong unprogrammed na 170. So if you want, lagyan natin ng 5B sa program, 5B sa unprogram, although we're against the unprogram. But my point is, Mr. President, hanggang kailan maghihintay yung mga taga Mindanao na alam naman natin pag sinabi mong next year, loan pa lang yon, that's another 2-3 years, then another 2-3 years bago ma-implement. But they said because nga nag-pull out lang yung
the
financing,
Chinese funding.
everything is ready. And even if they get funding from whether the Japanese or the Koreans, the Australians, wherever, no? May 25% counterpart pa rin naman, which is 25 billion. So they did not put any, there's no hesitation in their part. Tinanong ko diretso, kung bibigyan namin kayo ng 10 to 25, kaya nyo na ba simulan? Yes. So, in fact, I would even say, why doesn't the Maharlika Fund invest there? O why don't we package it sa ibang mga oligarchs natin na kung kukuha kayo ng mga highway na gagawin yung tollway, pero eto naman, ano yun yun? But ang point to Mr. President, this is such a great opportunity. Nalagyan natin ng 5-10 billion. Let's not let this opportunity go away. Yesterday, we were speaking about 50 billion, we were talking about certain pricing.
1 billion.
So meron tayong leeway doon di ba? So may I appeal to the chair that whether it's 5 sa unprogram, 5 sa program, let's show Mindanao na despite the politics that is going on, hindi sila casualty sa politics. di
Ako
ba?
ay support po yung Mindanao Railway dahil alam po natin na ang Mindanao is our food basket. Diyan po talaga nanggagaling marami sa ating mga produce at ang weather ho nila relatively smooth throughout the year. Pero ang transportation logistics, mahal din kung hindi ho gagawin yung ating railway system. So magandang idea ho yan.
I'm not
Minority
that sure,
Leader.
Mr. President, about yung pagtaas ng population sa home city mo. No? But kaming magkatabi, Muntinlupa at saka Taguig, ano kami, two of the highest in Metro Manila, and I think in the country. And basically, lumilipat is from Central Luzon, from Bicol,
Yeah, tama
from
kayo.
Visayas, Mindanao. Kasi nga, pag nakitang may trabaho, may libre ang edukasyon, hinahatid sa bahay yung mga gamot, di ba, lumilipat dito. But you know, if we start building the railway, I'm 100% sure yung ating mga mall owners, yung mga land developers, will start their development kung saan yung mga stasyon ng tren. So it will be such a good sign in the midterm. No, I'm a little bit cautious kasi of administration starting something pag last year na nila. For many reasons. I mean, sa first year ng Marcos administration, the former DOTR secretary, parang biglang delay yung sa subway sa Metro Manila, di ba? So from having stations opened in 2026, naging 2027, naging 2028. Pag hindi mo administrasyon ang ginawa, ang daling ituro dun sa past, no? So if they actually started in 2026, imagine you have the whole 2026, the whole 2027, and it will really be a good sign that despite, you know, some, how do I put it diplomatically, animosity between the president and the vice president, painful discussions of impeachment between the House of Representatives and the Senate as an impeachment court, hindi casualty ang Mindanao because we will still put that funding. And 10 billion is basically the budget of 2 or 3 congressional districts, Mr. Chairman. So may I earnestly push that we include that in the amendments today. Kahit 5-10 billion, kahit saan program yung
We'll confer and consult with His Honor kung